Hey, Matt Morris, welcome to the Unemployed Millionaire Show, and I wanted to record a quick follow-up to the last video that I did. If you haven't seen it, it is the difference between the corporate pyramid structure and the network marketing pyramid structure. And I just got to kind of thinking about being the CEO, and the whole message of the last one. Go watch it, but it's you are the CEO, and your job is to fill in your pyramid with other CEOs. Now, I'm not saying network marketing is a pyramid. You get the point, right? Just the kind of structure, okay? So, the question then is, how do you show up like a CEO? What is the importance of that? And I'll tell you, this is probably the biggest challenge that I had in network marketing. If I look at what I actually had to do to become a millionaire, not that difficult. I had to go through the motions, I had to work hard, I had to do a bunch of, in-home presentations, hotel events, get new members started, training, so on and so forth. But it really wasn't all that difficult. I'm going to tell you by far what the most difficult part for me was believing it could happen to me, okay? It was me being the leader. And the falsehood, the lie in network marketing, and I believe it's the lie of success, period, is that once you have a bunch of money or you have success, then you will be successful, okay? So in network marketing, the way most people look at it is once I have a big organization with a bunch of people, then I will be a leader. Then I'll be worthy of leading other people. And unfortunately, success just doesn't work that way. Never works this way. It's impossible for it to work this way. I can't even think of anyone who's lucked into it and had it work out where they have, a big organization and then they become a leader after that. The exact opposite is true. So we need to change the arrow here. It's actually be is before have. Be is always before have. See, you have to be a successful person before you can ever have successful results. You have to be a leader before you can ever attract another person, before you can attract another leader. And so, this was the challenge for me because the story that I ran in my mind for so many years is that I'm too young. I'm not charismatic, I'm not a good salesperson, all of these, things about myself that I believe were not true. And that's what was holding me back from having success. And when I finally stepped into my power, I had a mentor that told me, you are who you say you are until you prove otherwise. He said, you are a leader when you say you're a leader. You're a leader when you show up like a leader. And so how do you get others to look at you as if you're a leader? Well, you walk with a little bit more confidence. You speak with a little more posture. You raise your voice a little bit. In fact, if you've ever read my book, The Unemployed Millionaire, I have a whole chapter in there on leadership. And I talk about in the book how you show up like a leader, how others will perceive you more like a leader. Don't have time to get into it today. If you haven't bought The Unemployed Millionaire, I'd encourage you to get it. But here's the point is you got to start acting that way. And I want to give you one quick tip, just one quick example. Because what I did for a long time is I was purely an information tour guide. And the great thing about network marketing, in my opinion, is it's not about selling, it's more about sharing. It's more about leading people to the information. And one of the reasons why, my organization has grown from, very little to, over the last, 6 years, we've recruited over 600,000 people in my organization. So how has that happened? It's because we follow a system, right? It's not because we've had 600,000 salespeople. It's because we use sales tools, right? We let the sales tools do the work for us in many cases. But if there's any selling that's involved, the main thing is you selling yourself on the fact that you're good enough. That's the biggest sales job that you ever have to make. And then it's showing up that way. So what I did for so long is it was always just about the information. And it was never about me at all, okay? And I would recruit people because I had a real strong work ethic. I was willing to go through a lot of numbers. I was willing to get rejected a lot. And I could recruit some followers. I grew by addition. Here's where it all came together for me. This is how I went from never having any significant success to building an organization of 10,000 people in 2 years. It was when I started showing up like a leader. And here's an example. You can start using this is when you sit down with someone and you're showing them your product or your opportunity. If you're wanting them to come into partnership, if you're looking to recruit that person as a CEO into your organization, because yes, you are the CEO yourself, then here's what I started doing. When I started acting like a leader, I would show people the information. And what I realized was the main reason people don't get started is lack of belief. It's a lack of belief because they see themselves as an employee, not as a CEO. Okay? And so what leaders do is we transfer belief to other people. So I started telling people, I'd say, listen, as sharp, as charismatic as you are, you can absolutely do this. You can crush this thing. And if you will be coachable and teachable and you'll let me be your wingman, I will not let you fail. Let's do this. Okay? So very simple example of me saying, listen, I believe in you. You can do this. Okay? See, I have the leadership ability to tell someone else, you can do this. And I'm saying if you'll be coachable and teachable and you'll let me be your wingman, I will not let you fail. And all of a sudden, instead of recruiting 1 out of 10, I started recruiting 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, in some cases 6 or 7 out of 10. I had really high enrollment ratios. Why? Because I finally understood this. I had to be the leader before I could ever have an organization worthy of a leader. Okay? So I hope this added some value. If you feel like it can help some others, definitely share it around. If you're not getting these videos by email, hop over to mattmorris.com, put your name and email address in. You'll get these in your inbox at least 3 times a week. And if you're not getting these on your Facebook wall, you can hop over to facebook.com/theunemployedmillionaire, and you'll get these videos right in your Facebook timeline. Thanks for tuning in. Go make life an adventure.